you have what it takes to be a box-to-box midfielder. The term engine in football comes from this position specifically, which means that you're required to run almost the entirety of the game, from one end to the other. And you have to step on every inch on the field. You have to be incredibly fit to be able to play this position. I'm not trying to scare you now, but this is the reality of being able to play the box-to-box midfielder position. In the recent years, there's not a lot of box-to-box players left, since not a lot of coaches using the formation 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1. But if you look back to players like Steven Gerrard, Yaya Toure, these players really dominated the field when they were the box-to-box midfielders. Both offensively and defensively, your job on the field as a box-to-box midfielder is critical. Therefore, you should be prepared to get very tired on the field if you are playing this position. This video is about positioning, so I'm not gonna get really too deep into what you should be doing as a box-to-box midfielder, such as how you should be playing very simple or how you should have a great communication with your teammates. But specifically speaking for this position, you have to be incredibly fit and you have to be very simple. Since I'm not gonna be talking about what is really important for this position beside positioning, you can write down in the comments if you want me to make a specific video about the other attributes to improve. I can also do that. When it comes to your positioning as a box-to-box midfielder or end-to-end midfielder, you are basically the modern-day center midfielder, because box-to-box midfielder position is specifically used in a 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 formation. Because you're central, this position really forces you to play as simple as possible. Because if you do lose a ball, at some point when you're central and you're trying too much, you're gonna get a counterattack by the opposition, and you do not want that, especially when you're central. This position requires you to really intercept the balls or tackle or stay really close to the opposition to win the balls immediately when the opposition is coming close to your central areas. Your job gets really hard when your attackers are not blocking those channels and the ball went through the middle, and it's your job now to actually get a good tackle or try to intercept the ball. But having said this, it's very important that if the ball comes in the middle and you are too late to intercept or you're too late to tackle, it's better that you don't try to tackle or you don't try to intercept, where you actually keep your position. Because if you are too late to tackle or intercept, what this is gonna cause is for you to be very late going back, because you're gonna lose your position if you try to intercept. And I highly recommend that you really don't try to slide tackle, because slide tackling should be the last option for you. Because once you slide tackle, it's really hard to get back up and then try to catch the opposition, where you are not where you're supposed to be. So preferably, if you're not 100% sure that you can intercept the ball, it's better that you keep your distance to the opposition. Because if you do intercept and you're late, you're also leaving your center midfielder partner, and now that teammate is alone and trying to cover up for two spaces at once. Defensively, sometimes you'll be required to drop deep, which means that if your wingers are going high or if your fullbacks are going high, you'll be dropping to cover for them. If the opposition is counter-attacking, then there's not that empty space for the opposition to use. When attacking, support your attackers as well as your wingers. And if you are playing two center midfielders in the middle, you need to switch these jobs, where one of you holds back when the team is attacking and then the other one pushes up. So you're always leaving one where they're supposed to be, so you're not getting caught being counter-attacked. I really recommend you to watch the players like Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard or Yaya Toure, where they dominated this position for years and they were incredibly successful at it. And when you're watching these players, make sure you watch them with and without the ball, so see what kind of runs they are making, so you can really improve your game by watching these really incredible athletes. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, and you can find my Patreon link in the description where we can chat more about this. And also you can find my playlist right over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you in the next one.